All right, what is happening, you guys? My name is Ralphie, and this is how I made $62,571 in the last 88 days. Okay, so as you guys can see, I was a dishwasher making $15 an hour. I came from nothing. Like, I was working a normal job, I was working a 9 to 5. I hated it. I was a dishwasher. That's all I gotta say for you guys. Then I started my own reselling business, and I bought my very first car, my one of my dream cars, a C8 Corvette, at the age of 19 years old. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and break down completely step by step how to start reselling, how I made $62,571. Again, this is a full reselling guide. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, now what is reselling? Reselling is a business model that is so simple to start that your grandmother can do it. How it works is you buy products like this for the low. You buy AirPods, you can buy shoes, you can buy colognes, okay? You buy them for the low, then you sell them for the high. Once you sell them for the high, how it works is once you sell them, of course, all right, the money that you made in between, the money that you created, is your profits. So let's say we sold these AirPods for $90. We got them for $30. That means we profited $60. And the rest, same thing applies for the shoes, colognes. We got them for $100, bought the cologne for $35, sold the shoes for $250, sold the colognes for $160. That is how it works. And then down here, made $60, made $150, made $125, equaling $335 profit. This is the process. This is how it works. This is how we make our money in reselling. All right. Now, for example, this is an example, a real life example of me doing it. All right, so bought these products for the low. Of course, you can't see them because they're in the package. Sold it for the high. Here's me throughout the meetup. Then you make your profits, you make your money. This is how it works. This is so simple that anybody can do it, no matter where no matter where you're at, who you are, what you do, if you're working a job or not, you can start reselling. It is that simple. Okay, and once you guys scale your reselling business to 10K plus profit a month, you're going to be able to do this. This is exactly what I've done. Again, guys, remember, I was a dishwasher. All right, if I'm able to do this at the age of 19 years old, so can you. All right, now once you scale your business to 10K plus profit a month, you're going to be able to get inventory, stock, have a ton. You're going to be making a ton of money. All right, you're going to be able to buy that car that you've always wanted to buy. You're going to be able to take vacations if you'd like to, and you're going to be able to quit that job. Now, not all of you guys need to quit your job. You can have this reselling business on the side and still have your job and just make so much more money and live so comfortably. So if you do want to quit your job, you're going to have the opportunity to do that. If you don't want to do it, you don't need to. But this is the dream. This is what you guys will be able to do once you start scaling your reselling business. All right. Now, how do you start? Genuinely, how do you start? How do you get started? What are the steps? How do you do it? Don't worry, you guys. I'm about to break down the entire process, how I did it, so you guys can start making money for yourself completely for free. So let's dive right into it. Again, these are step-by-step directions, how to start reselling to the T. This is everything you guys need to know. So don't worry, sit back, grab your popcorn, and we're going to get right into it. Now, step number one, suppliers. You guys need suppliers. What are suppliers? Suppliers are people who sell products for cheap so you can sell them for way more. All right. A little example of this is getting these glasses for $270. This is the normal price for these glasses. But lucky for you guys, with suppliers, especially with my supplier, okay, you can get these same glasses for $15. How incredible is that? With suppliers, they're able to give us products for way cheaper so we can make our profits when we sell them. If this product is $270, right, we're going to be able to sell these glasses anywhere from, we can sell them for $100 and still make great profit. We can sell these glasses for $80, $120, $140. And the buyer's going to be getting a great deal because look how expensive they are over here. But because we're selling them at a discount and we get them for so cheap, that's the name of the game, guys. So how do you guys find trusted suppliers? You know that you need suppliers. How do you find them? There are two ways to find suppliers. Option one, you can find them on your own. You can go on apps like Alibaba, DHgate, and you can look through. There's a ton of products on there that you guys can go ahead and buy. But the thing is with that is that the good thing is, the pros with that, They're free. You don't need to do anything to find the suppliers, but you need to understand what you're looking for. All right. You need to look at the reviews, see how you communicate to them. If you don't have any direction, it's going to be a little bit hard. And the thing is with this is that on these websites, on these apps, you can find really good buyers. You can find really good suppliers, but there's way more bad suppliers than there are good suppliers. So it's not that they're not on the apps, it's that finding them is hard. And sometimes it takes time. You actually lose a lot of money doing it because think about it, you have to actually put in the time and money to text somebody, text the supplier, then see what they have, check the quality, see if it's even good, and then you actually have to buy it, test it, which then it can be even a week, 2 weeks. You don't know how long the shipping time is going to be. So then, 2 weeks down the line, a week down the line, once you actually get the product, if it's not good, which majority of the time that's what happens on these apps, then you have to restart the whole process again. Find another supplier, pay more money, and it's a whole headache, okay? You can do this. It does work if you get lucky on your first try or second try. That's amazing. But option 2 is you can purchase the suppliers from people, okay? You can purchase suppliers from people who are on social media, people who sell them online, okay? Now, this isn't a video to sell my suppliers. I really don't need those sales. Trust me, guys, I don't need it, okay? But this is an example. Me, find somebody who is trusted, okay? Or, this other guy, Haven Resells. If you haven't heard him, you guys should check him out. He's a killer, all right? These are 2 examples of people who are on social media who are selling suppliers. Now, do I recommend this? Let's talk about it. You're going to have to pay for them, obviously. So let's say you buy a cologne vendor for $10, all right? You're going to be $10 down the drain. But now you're going to have somebody who is trusted, somebody who actually works, and they work because you're going to be buying them from reliable sources. That's another thing. When you're buying suppliers from people, make sure that they're actually trustworthy. They do what they actually say. They're actually they're an actual reseller. And they have good content. They seem like a good person. They seem like they're a good guy. Make sure that they have results. If all of that checks out, okay, you can go ahead and purchase their supplier. So let's get back into it. $10 down the drain. You know that the supplier's legit. They're good. They have great products, okay? Then you have to buy the products from them, which is fine. Let's say that you're $100 down the drain. You bought the products for 90, okay? $100 down the drain. You make the money or you make the sales. You get that money back, and you're in the positive. So it's that front investment that, might hurt for you guys for a little bit. It's not even that much money. Then once you get the supplier, you have it forever, okay? Compared to finding your own suppliers, you can be down the drain a lot and not get good products to actually make sales and make your money back, all right? So you guys can do what you guys want to do. I recommend this. This is what I've done. I purchased my suppliers from other people, and then I found some of them from, family and friends, but I purchased the majority of my suppliers. So I recommend this option. It's faster, quicker. It's going to save you a lot more time. But if you guys are on a super tight budget, you can find your own, okay? Now, step 2 are products. What are the best products to start as a beginner? I get this question asked almost every single day. Don't worry, guys. I got you guys, okay? After having years of experience in this business and helping so many other people out start and scale their reselling business, I have a good idea. So the best products to start with as a beginner, AirPods are amazing because they're cheap. There's a big market for them. A ton of people would want them. The only thing is it's a little bit oversaturated, but you guys can still make sales with AirPods. So I recommend AirPods. Also, shoes. Shoes are fantastic. Shoes are amazing, okay? They're not expensive, but they're more pricier than AirPods, okay? But the profits you can make with them are awesome. And the people who buy shoes will come back over and over and over, turning into a recurring buyer that will want to come back and buy more and give you more money over time. So I recommend shoes. They're just an awesome product. You're going to increase the LTV, meaning lifetime value of a customer, meaning in a long period amount of time, they're going to give you more money than, let's say, AirPods. AirPods, they might buy 1 or 2 AirPods from you. So this short amount of time on a timeline, okay, they might give you 2 sales from AirPods. But if you're selling shoes, that same buyer can give you 5, 6, 7, 10 plus sales from those shoes, okay? You guys can see where I'm going with this, all right? Cologne, same thing with the AirPods. They're great. They're an amazing product. They're a little oversaturated now. But again, because colognes have such a big selection of specific type of smells, brands, all of that good stuff, they're a pretty safe product to go with. Again, you just have to do your research, do your market research, and I'll get into all of that in a second. Glasses, I love glasses. They're amazing. Colognes are also cheap. I forgot to say that. Glasses are also extremely cheap. And the cool thing about glasses is, who wouldn't want glasses? Huge market, everybody would want them. And because we can get them for so cheap, from my suppliers as little as $12 to $20, $12, $15, $20, we can sell these for $80, which is not a lot in today's now and age, right? $80, make great profit still. We can sell them for 100, 120, 140, 200, and still make amazing profit. So glasses are amazing. I would recommend any 4 of these products to start with as a beginner, and you're gonna get yourself going, all right? You guys, I want to remind you guys can sell almost anything that has a market, okay? This means if you know of a product that you can buy for cheap and sell for more money, you can start reselling the product. It doesn't have to be whatever I recommend. It can be anything, okay? It can be Pokemon cards. It can be cars. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more up there in price, but it can be cars. It can be LED lights. Whatever you know has demand, whatever product you know has a market, meaning demand, people who are willing to buy, and you can get them for cheaper, you can resell it. That's the beauty about reselling. It can be almost anything. All right, now step 3, listings. How are we actually going to list these products once we have our suppliers, we get our products in? How do we list them? Where do we list them? Okay, where do you list these products at? There are 2 ways to list your products. Number 1, local marketplace apps. I recommend this when you're starting out. It is the best way to build your clientele. It is the best way to get consistent sales, because think about it. When you're selling locally compared to online reselling, you can actually make a relationship with your client. And again, people love speed, meaning people want their products now. They would rather buy products in person and get them now than selling online. It doesn't mean online is bad. Online is amazing, okay? But local marketplace, it is easier to make your first couple of sales when you're just starting out. So some apps, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Postmark, these are great apps to start with, okay? I personally went all in with OfferUp. Then I started getting into Facebook Marketplace when I was first just starting out. So you can do any of these. If you guys are beginners, I recommend getting into that. Also, online marketplace apps like Depop, OfferUp, or I'm sorry, not OfferUp, Depop, eBay, Mercari. These are great. These are fantastic. I've had some experience on eBay and Depop, not so much on Mercari, but there's still a ton of people who can make money on these apps. So the difference really, it's just local marketplace is a lot more consistent, reliable, and that's how you can actually build your business. Online is a little bit more tougher when it comes to starting out, but you can still make sales. And when you're starting out, I recommend that you guys post on every single one of these apps. The more opportunity you have, the more times that you guys post, the bigger the opportunity that you guys have. The bigger the opportunity you guys have, the more money you guys will be able to make, all right? So I want you guys to also remember, different products sell better on different marketplace apps. For example, AirPods, they usually sell the best on Facebook. So where are you going to post AirPods at? On Facebook Marketplace. Shoes usually sell the best on OfferUp. Where do you want to sell shoes at? OfferUp. Clothing usually sells the best on Depop. You want to list clothing on Depop. Now, does this mean to only list these products on these apps? No. List them on every single one of the apps that you can. But again, just keep this in mind, guys. If you guys are posting, let's say, colognes on Depop, it's a no-no. Though colognes don't really sell good on Depop. So what happens is I get a lot of people who are like, yo, Ralphie, I'm not making any sales. And then they post colognes on Depop, the exact example I just gave you guys. And I'm like, that's why you're not making any sales. Hello. So as time goes on, as you guys are reselling, keep this stuff in mind. Do some market research. See if the products that you're trying to sell on whichever app actually does sell. And if it doesn't, then that's a red flag for you guys. Just keep this in mind, guys. Now, a disclaimer. Do market research before ordering products to understand your local market. This is huge, guys. Every single time somebody comes to me and they're like, yo, Ralphie, do you think this will sell for me? Do you think that will sell for me? I'm like, well, I don't know. Have you done market research yet in your specific area? They're like, well, no. I'm like, okay, do market research. This will help you guys get a good idea on which products to buy based off of how saturation of the specific product is, based on the saturation of the product. So let's say you're trying to sell AirPods, or you want to sell AirPods, right? If there's 100 people posting AirPods in your little specific town, that's a sign not to sell AirPods. But if you want to sell shoes and there's only a couple people posting shoes in your area, that means, hey, maybe you can start selling shoes and it's not going to be that saturated and you can make a ton of money. Again, some examples. Everybody in my area is selling AirPods. That means do not sell AirPods. If everybody in my area is selling colognes, or not selling colognes, I'm sorry, if nobody in my area are selling colognes, then you want to go ahead and sell some colognes, all right? Very simple for you guys to understand. Now, this is getting into the steak and potatoes, okay? What makes a good listing? High quality pictures / videos, multiple pictures showcasing everything on the product, meaning a 24/7, a more so a 360 view of the product. You want to make it when you guys are posting, and I'll explain this in a second, to the point where the buyer can see everything on the product. That way they are more comfortable with buying and purchasing because they know everything about the product. They can see it. There's no, hey, can you send me a picture of the back of the shoe? Can you send me a picture of the bottom of the AirPod case? They can see everything, and people that feel like they know something completely to the fullest, they're going to be a lot more comfortable, meaning they're going to be a lot more likely to buy, okay? Accurate description and details, and then accurate hashtags. On some marketplace apps, I know on Depop, for example, you can actually put hashtags that help boost the SEO, meaning search engine optimization. So if people are looking for shoes, you want to put a hashtag shoes on your shoe post. And then everybody who are looking at shoes, they're going to be able, your listing is going to be able to pop up on their feed because it's relevant to what they're searching. That's a great example of what I just said. So keep this stuff in mind, guys. Let's dive a lot more into it. Now, this is an example of high quality pictures and multiple pictures showcasing everything on the product. So as you guys can see here, let me zoom in. Picture's amazing. I can see everything on the product in this picture, okay? I can see this is amazing. These shoes look sick. It has the laces, okay? A clear background. Lighting is great so I can see everything. And then more in-depth pictures. Okay, cool. I can see this side. I can see the top of the shoe, okay? I can see the side of the shoe, the bottom of the shoe, the back of the shoe, and I can see a little bit of the suede. Okay, that's sick. That's great. People who see this listings, people who see a listing with these type of photos on it, they're going to be ready to buy. They can see everything on the product. This is the same thing that you guys need to be able to do to get people to be ready to buy. It doesn't matter if you have a product that people want. If you cannot properly showcase to your buyers your product, they're not going to be ready to buy. They're not going to want to buy from you, at least, because it's unknown. They don't know if the product is good or not. And the likeliness of them asking you and going out of their way to figure it out is very unlikely. So our pictures are so important, you guys. If we cannot market our product the right way and showcase our product the right way to our buyers, we're not going to make sales. And that's the truth, okay? Now, next thing, accurate title, details, and description. This is more self-explanatory like the rest of the stuff, okay? This is accurate title, some good details. For example, if you're posting Travis Scott fragments on Facebook Marketplace, this is a good title, good listing. Okay, cool. You can see the picture, the shoes clearly on the picture. And then also this is a Depop description. Okay, let's say we're selling, I believe these are the mochas up here. So let's just say, okay, you're putting in the info for the shoes. Sneakers, lifestyle, okay, cool. The brand is Jordan. The condition you want to use used/fair. I'll get into that in a second, you guys. And then size, obviously, price, okay, cool. Color, you want to put it accurately. Style, modern streetwear, okay, cool. Again, SEO, this is so big for SEO, meaning if people are trying to look at lifestyle shoes that are streetwear, or somebody's trying to look up streetwear shoes, because we have streetwear, in this description, our shoes are going to pop up. And this is exactly what they want. So this is why descriptions and details, having it accurately, is so important. All right. Now, how to avoid bans. When you guys are listing, I get this question asked a ton in my DMs. Ralphie, I'm getting banned. Why am I getting banned? Ralphie, how do I avoid bans? Ralphie, this is my 4th account, okay? The 2 biggest reasons why you guys get banned in the first place is because number one, you guys are posting high-end luxury products without disguising the logos or the name. Let me get into it. So if you guys, let's say you guys want to post a Louis Vuitton bag, marketplace apps don't really like that. So what you got to do is you have to post a picture of the bag and pretty much edit in a little emoji, or you can do a little scribble. You guys can do this on like Snapchat, for example, or even on your guys' iPhone, the little edit. Let me pull this up for you guys to show you guys in real time. So let's just say, let me see you guys, hold on, give me a second. Okay, I have this picture of shoes, okay? Let's say I want to block out the little sold, for example. Let's say that's a big Louis Vuitton logo. You simply just go to the picture, go to the 3 lines down here, okay? You're going to get the edit area at a little edit screen, and then you go to the little top right where you can do markup, and then you can add here, you go to the plus sign, and you can straight up just add a sticker and put an emoji there. And then let me show you guys, put a little fire emoji, and then block out that sold line or the sold sign. Let's just say that's a logo, and boom, that's how you do it. So you can't see it. Same thing with the logos. You want to do that on every single one of your guys' posts when you guys are posting something big like this, so the app can't detect that it's Louis Vuitton even though it is, okay? Same thing with the name. The name, you just want to put something like high-end bag or luxury bag or really nice black and brown bag. Just describe it, and buyers will understand what it is. Buyers will know. People aren't stupid. Oh, people aren't that stupid, all right? So that's what you guys want to go ahead and do. That's how you get away with it. Another thing is when you guys list things as brand new, the example I gave up here, sometimes marketplace apps will just ban you and detect weird things. If you guys are listing a product very low under marketplace or under market price for that specific product, sometimes they can ban you for that. So what you want to do is put used in excellent condition. That's going to make the marketplace think, okay, if it's used or excellent condition, that makes sense why the product is so low. And then that's going to give you that pass, okay? Now, profiles. Sometimes when your listings are great, you have great products, and you're still not making any sales, it's not because of your actual listings. It's because of your profile. Let me show you guys an example. This is just a random profile I found, and pictures aren't great. They're all right. There's no reviews, no profile picture. All right, Matthew, you got to fix this, bro. If you're watching this, Matthew, you got to fix this. No bot, no sold, no followers, no following. Confirmed appointment or confirmed phone. Again, this is just OfferUp. This is an example just from OfferUp. But there's no effort here. There is nothing. If I'm posting some AirPods and I have this profile, even though there might be a buyer that wants to buy the AirPods from me, they're going to look at the profile and not want to buy. Because why would somebody buy from a profile that looks like a scam? Think about it like this, you guys. If you guys are posting on, if you guys are looking on Amazon for anything, let's say some socks, and you really want these expensive socks, you find a buyer that is finally selling the socks that you guys want, but they don't have any reviews, or they have bad reviews, or they don't have like a proper profile showcasing their business, you're not going to buy from them because you don't trust them. This is the biggest thing when it comes to our profile. We want to look in our listings and our pictures, we want to look as trustworthy as possible. And if we don't look as trustworthy as possible, well, it's not going to work out. We're not going to make any sales. So if your profile looks like this, you look like a scammer. And it's going to be very hard to make your first sale. Very, very hard. But if your profile looks like this, you look legit, you look like a trusted seller, and buyers are going to have no problem purchasing from you. Shout out to my boy Jesse. Of course, you guys already know this is somebody who I've taught, because look at the profile difference. I know it's different marketplaces, but my boy Jesse, shout out to him. He's killing it, man. He's in the one-to-one mentorship. So shout out to him. Look at the profile difference. Nothing. Look at this. This, again, it comes down to trust. If you look way more trustworthy than your competitors, you're going to make sales all day long. Even though your price is a little bit higher, it doesn't matter, because if you have that trust, you're going to find buyers, and buyers are going to want to do business with you because they know, again, it comes down to the the feeling of them feeling known about everything about the product, your business, your profile. They're going to know that you do good business, and your reviews are going to reflect that. Your profile is going to reflect that. Your listings are going to reflect that. All right. Some strategies that help you guys make more sales: boosting, promoting your account. You can do this on Depop. You can boost your listings. It helps get your product out there. You can do this on OfferUp and Facebook. You have to pay for it, but still, once you guys start selling, I really recommend it. It's awesome. It helps a ton. Relisting after 3 to 6 days. Basically, what happens, guys, is sometimes when you have a post and it's 7 days old, 8 days old, 2 weeks old, what happens on the feed is that your post, when you have a brand new post and when you just post, your listing is at the top of the feed. So if somebody looks up AirPods and you just posted AirPods, your listing is going to be at the very top of the feed. So they're going to see your listing first. The likeliness of you making that sale is significantly more likely than if you were to be at the bottom of the feed. So what happens over time, your listing gets pushed to the bottom of the feed. The way we counter that is simply relisting after 3 to 6 days. Super simple, guys. Make sure you guys are doing this. It's going to help out a ton. The third thing, posting on several accounts, pretty much just doing everything I'm telling you guys, but you get double the opportunity. That never hurts. And then on Facebook Marketplace, go ahead and join groups, guys. You can really only do this on Facebook, I believe. But what this is when you join groups, it's like they're like buy or sell groups in your local area. And again, this just gives you more eyes. The more eyes that you have, the more opportunity that you have to make sales. The more opportunity you have, the more money you can make. So it's very self-explanatory here. Step 4, communication. How should I text the buyer? Let's get right into it. It is extremely simple. Be as friendly and understanding as possible, and always show gratitude and appreciation. This is huge. Guys, people buy from who they know, like, and trust. So when you're super friendly, of course they can't really know you from the get-go, but if you can showcase that you're trustworthy and you're just friendly, you're a cool guy, you're super nice, they're going to be a lot more likely to like you. So if you can get them to like you and trust you just a tiny bit, they're going to be so much more likely to want to buy from you compared to a competitor. All right? I trust me, guys. Trust me. This is the key to getting people to come back and buy from you more and more and more. And in the same thing with gratitude and appreciation, if you showcase your appreciation to somebody, let's say somebody drove out 30 minutes to come buy from you and pick up. If you let them know, hey, my man, hey, John, I really do appreciate you for taking the drive out, bro. Like, I know it's hard for a lot of people, so I just want to say that I really appreciate it, my man. That little stuff, those little things, they go a long way. And he's going to be like, oh, cool, man. No worries, Ralphie. Like, I appreciate that, bro. Just acknowledging people and showing your respect towards others, it's bigger than business. It's just human nature. And if you can lock that down, as well as having great products, which I give you guys, you guys can get the same stuff that I have, right? It's a lock, and you guys are going to make so much more money. So this is huge. Make sure you guys lock this in. And then again, people are more likely to meet up / do business with those who are friendly and less threatening. This is also a big deal when some people are meeting up with people on marketplace apps. They've never done business with them. Some people are nervous. So if you can showcase how friendly you are and cool you are, and it gives people the feeling of comfort, and just it makes them feel a little bit better, they're going to choose you over somebody else because you're less threatening. Now, the little things matter. Let me show you guys some examples. The buyer says, hi, is this available? And you go, yes, it is, brother. Were you interested? Compared to your competitor, the buyer says, hi, is this available? And you're like, yes. What is better? This can still work, obviously. But, guys, what is better? Yes, it is, brother. Were you interested? Or yes. Again, guys, the little things go a long way. Second question. Can you send me extra pictures or a video of the shoes? Of course, my man, I got you ASAP. What's your number? Okay. Compared to, can you send me extra pictures or a video of the product? Yeah, that's fine. Give me a minute. This is still fine. This still does work. But what sounds better? What is going to be a lot more appeasing to the buyer? Of course, my man, I got you as soon as possible. What's your number? Or, yeah, that's fine. Give me a minute. Again, guys, the little things matter, okay? Third thing, hey, is it possible if you can meet today? You say, yes, sir. What time works best for you, bro? I'm more than happy to work around your schedule. Compared to, hey, is it possible if you can meet today? Yes, meet me at 3. This is still fine, guys. This still does work. But again, we are trying with everything we have to get our buyer to meet up with us compared to our competitors. So how are we going to stand out? By doing this. The little things matter, guys. This is how we can stand out from our competition. That's cool, okay, generic text. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, like, okay, this cool, this guy seems real cool, real genuine. Or if you guys aren't free all day, you can say something like this. Hey, is it possible if you can meet today? The buyer said. You can say, of course, my man, I'm on a tight schedule today, but I can meet from 3 to 6 o'clock. Does that work at all? If not, no worries. We will figure something out, brother. If not, no worries. We'll figure something out, brother. This is so much better. Just communication is key in business, guys. This is more than just flipping products. There's a lot of little things that go into it. This is key. This is how I treat my customers, okay? If you guys are trying to make money from somebody, you got to treat them. You got to serve them, bro. That's how you guys need to view this. And if you do that, they're going to love you. They're going to appreciate you, because I bet you a ton of other people don't do that, and they're going to come back to you over and over and over again. So pro tip, you guys, have more in-depth pictures or video ready on hand, just in case the buyer wants to see more content of the product. Being able to send more content to the buyer will instantly increase the likeliness of the sale actually happening. So this is key. This is what I teach a lot of my members and a lot of my people who come to me for help. It's so important to have products and video or more in-depth pictures than what you have already posted, and really good in-depth videos because speed is key, guys. If you can get somebody to meet up with you as soon as they text you, the likeliness of you actually making that sale increases a ton. But if they text you and they're like, okay, yeah, let's meet up in a week, the likeliness of you guys making that sale is slim. Speed when it comes to business and making money is key. Work as fast as possible. So if you guys can send them your more pictures, more videos for them to decide if they want to meet up with you or not, it's going to increase the likeliness of them making the decision, meaning them making a decision to meet up with you guys, meaning them making a decision to buy and you guys taking their money. Hey guys, again, I'm giving you guys sauce. I am giving you guys so much sauce in this video. You guys better be using this. You guys better be using all of this. You guys better be taking notes, man. I'm giving you guys so much sauce, all right? So how much profit should I make on each product? From my experience, guys, the general rule of thumb, really what I've been trying to do and what a bunch of my people have been trying to do is to at least make $50 profit from each item. Remember, you guys, profits will depend from item to item. So shoes will be different from AirPods. AirPods will be different from, let's say, colognes to shirts to shorts, right, guys? But to help you guys out, because you guys are most likely going to be beginners, I got you guys, all right? Profit range is based on each product. AirPods, I would say you can make, and again, guys, this is profit, not what you're selling it for, how much profit you're making, all right? AirPods, I would say between $40 and $80 profit. Shoes between $60 and $140 profit. Colognes between $40 and $120 profit. Glasses, $60 to $120 profit. And clothing, specifically like hoodies, about $40 to $100 profit. Now, I want to break this down for you guys really quickly. AirPods, you can't make as much money on them anymore just because there's a ton of people who are selling them and just the margins aren't that great. But the cool thing is you can sell a lot of these, so that's where it kind of helps push the incentive to sell these. Shoes are amazing. Shoes out the park. These are awesome. You'll be able to make good profits off of them. There's a lot of demand. There is some saturation depending on which shoe you sell. There can be, but because there's a big selection and because there's so many people who want so many different types of shoes, shoes are awesome. Colognes, same exact thing as the shoes. A little bit the same of the shoes and the AirPods. There's a good bit of saturation with these, but because they're cheap and because you can get so many different kinds of colognes, that's where you can make some good money. Glasses, amazing. You can get them for so cheap, and big market. Everybody would want these, and they're not too crazy saturated. So these would be, these would be awesome. And then hoodies, they're just a bit oversaturated now, especially denims here in Spider. Can you still make sales? 1,000,000%. But again, like the AirPods, because there's so many people selling them, the profits are going to be slim. People are going to try and undercut you in the market. If you're trying to sell a hoodie for $100, well, because somebody else is selling it, because there's so many other people selling it, and there's so much supply, it's going to cut the price down, and they're going to be willing to take 80 for it instead of 100. And the buyer's going to be like, okay, he's giving me the same thing for a better deal. So you guys can see where that goes. Now, when you guys are just starting out, you guys have an opportunity to make a sale with lower profits, still take the sale. Let's say you're selling shoes and somebody offers you a price for, let's say $50 or let's say $40. When you guys are beginners, still profit or still take the sale. All right, don't lose out on that because you're still making profit. Again, guys, remember, profit is profit, and you can always get more inventory. That's the great thing about this. Once you guys have the suppliers, which again, you guys need high quality and trusted suppliers. Once you have that, you can come back and get more and more and more over and over and over. So you guys are chilling about that. And again, another key factor, focus on building clientele, guys. In the beginning of your reselling journey, you need to focus on building clientele. If you can focus on building your clientele, okay, it's like building a building. It's like building a building. All right. When you're building a building, you want a solid foundation. That's how you're going to keep your building, really, really strong, and nothing's going to break it when you're building upwards. Same thing with our business. We want to build a solid foundation for our business, so when we're building up and scaling, we can't fall. The same thing. So the profits will come. Don't worry about that, guys. Focus on building your business, and you guys got this. How do I negotiate? Let's get right into it. So, let's say you're selling shoes for $200. The buyer says, "Hi, is this available?" You say, "Yes, it is, brother. Were you interested?" The buyer says, "Can you do 120?" Instead of saying, "Nah, I couldn't, bro," and you're losing out on profits. This is terrible. Don't say this. Or you saying just 160. Add a little bit to it. Again, guys, the same thing I've been telling you guys. I couldn't do 120, my man. My margins are super slim, but I would love to meet you in the middle at 160, and I can meet today/ASAP. This is incredible. This is amazing. This guy, again, guys, the little things matter. You seem friendly. You seem super cool. You're willing to work with them, and especially this little "I'll meet you in the middle" works like a charm because you are meeting them evenly in the middle to the point where he has to spend 40 more bucks, but again, you are taking loss and profits for 40 more bucks. Evenly together, meet up in the middle. People like that. People like fairness. So when they feel like you're being fair and you're a cool dude and you're genuine and you're working with them, they're going to be a lot more likely to work with you and buy. All right? Putting in a little bit of extra work, especially when you are trying to convince the buyer to meet up, will go a long way. All right? Step 5, the meetup. Now this is the fun. Where do I meet up buyers at, or what do I meet buyers at? Again, guys, super simple. Always try and meet in highly populated areas. Just the more people, the better. You can meet at malls, banks, stores, Starbucks, In-N-Out, wherever. Just make sure that there's people there. And again, guys, just be careful, okay? If you have a really bad gut feeling, don't do the meetup. It's okay. Take that L, and you'll get it back on the next one. Just be careful, guys. All right? Meetup upsell strategy. This is huge. This has made me so much more money, guys. What you guys want to do is always bring multiple items for the buyer to check out. If they gave you any interest about anything else, then make sure that you guys bring those products. This can double or triple your sales. Let's say I'm selling a pair of shoes, and the same buyer showed some interest about some glasses that I have or a watch. I'm bringing both of those things to the meetup, best believe, even though he only wants the shoes. Then he could check them out. He can look at them. They're right there in hand. And then you can even throw him deals. Yo, bro, if you want to take them now, I'll give you 20 bucks off. I'll give you 20 bucks off of each product. And then he's going to be like, oh, shit. Then he's going to be a lot more likely to buy. And I've done this exact same thing. People have bought so much stuff when they weren't expecting to do it because I brought it to the meetup and they had it in front of their face. Again, guys, speed. If somebody can buy it right now, right then and there, they'll do it. Also, you guys, be extremely friendly and show respect. Again, you guys, people love this. People really appreciate when you guys show some respect and you're super friendly, okay? Treat your buyer like they're a family member, they're your best friend, and if you do that, you know, they're gonna appreciate you so much more. It's more than just the products. Once you have the high quality products, like like I always say again, once you have that, you're good. You're good forever, okay? Then it comes into the personalization of the meetup, of you having a relationship with the buyer. Saying little stuff like, hey, bro, brother, my man, G, boss, man. Little words like that show respect towards them that, you know, you were serving them. That's how you want to view it. Again, guys, this is so big. This is so crucial. It's just getting that relationship, building that relationship is so key in business, so key in this reselling game. Also, you want to relate with the buyer. Do your best to find topics or hobbies that the buyer likes to give you the opportunity to relate with them. If you can relate with them, remember what I said, guys? People who know you, like you, and trust you will buy from you and will always come back to buy from you. So you guys can relate with them. And let's say I know basketball. I like basketball. I see somebody wear a Lakers shirt. Okay, boom. I can pinpoint that little thing that I've seen on him or anything that he's doing. If he's driving a cool car, if he's driving a Jeep, I'd be like, oh man, how's the Jeep, man? I've been thinking about getting one. Even though I'm BSing it, it's a way to talk, have small talk, and build a relationship with them, okay? Then let's go back to the Lakers example. We talk about the Lakers, then he knows, okay, Ralphie's cool, you know, he's the shoe plug and he likes the Lakers, he's a cool guy. It also gives you an opportunity to pretty much showcase who you are and again, to build that relationship. Then the buyer's gonna know us a little bit more from us having a conversation with each other. They're gonna like us because obviously you guys are gonna be doing everything that I'm telling you guys, and they're gonna trust us because once we provide our product, which of course that's why they're meeting up with us in the beginning, they're gonna like it, they're gonna love it, and because you did all of the hard work in the past with being cool with them, being really just genuine. Hey, my man, I'll meet you here. Oh, okay, I appreciate you for coming out. And of course, we're honest with what we're selling. They're gonna trust us, and we lock them in. Easy as that, okay? Same thing with building rapport. Have small but good conversations. Slowly build up your relationship with the buyer. Pretty much same thing I just explained right here. And again, you guys, if you do all of these things, this will make the buyer like you, meaning they will want to come back and buy more products. The key to making consistent income every single month is doing this, all right? Step 6, rinse and repeat. From my experience of teaching hundreds of others how to run a successful money printing reselling business, these are the key factors to keep in mind when starting a reselling business, okay? Reselling or consistency is everything. You're not going to make a ton of sales every single day in the beginning, and that's all right because that's how it's supposed to be. Business is tougher sometimes, and it's supposed to be tough in the beginning because you have no experience. You haven't done it before, or maybe you only have a little bit of experience. That's how it's supposed to be. Don't be angry at how things are. Work your ass off and you'll get there. Focus on putting in the work every single day and the results will come. Second thing, patience. If products aren't selling one week, that's all right. Business has its up and downs. Again, guys, remember, this is how it's supposed to be. Don't be angry at it. Don't quit. Remember, consistency is everything, and be patient. Number 3, reinvest 90% of your profits back into the business. If you want your reselling business to grow to thousands of dollars a month, you need to continue to reinvest your money back into more inventory, back into your business. If you do not have a ton of inventory and you're confused why you're not making a ton of money, I have a ton of people who are like, Ralphie, I'm not making money, bro. Like, this isn't working. And I'm like, okay, what do you have? I have 2 shoes and 1 cologne. Come on, bro. Really? The reason it's because you don't have enough products to work with. That means buy more, get more. The more inventory you guys have, the more opportunities you guys will have. Meaning, the more meetups you guys will have, meaning the more sales that you guys will have. It's a sauce. It is that simple. With that being said, you guys, this is how I made $62,571 in the last 88 days. Now, there's of course a lot more to scaling your guys' reselling business to thousands of dollars a month. But with this information that I've just shared with you guys now have the ability to make hundreds of dollars and start your own reselling business. If you guys finish the video completely without skipping through anything, and you guys actually watch from the beginning to now, you guys are without a doubt a part of the 1% that actually want to take action, that actually want to take their reselling business seriously, and of course change their lives. And with that being said, I have one last thing for you guys. If you guys want my personal expertise, how you can start and grow your reselling business to $5,000 to $10,000 a month in 90 days or less, I want you guys to go ahead and apply to work with me in the one-to-one mentorship. The link is going to be down below. It says it's going to be really clear for you guys. Go ahead, check it out. Once you guys check it out, if you guys are serious into actually starting your own reselling business and making minimum $5K a month, minimum $5K with your reselling business a month, minimum, okay, guys? Now, once again, I only want you guys who are genuinely serious about changing your life and making thousands of dollars from reselling. Genuinely, I want the people who are ready to work, willing to work, and who want to make a difference in their life, who actually wants to change their life with this business. Here are some results, because you guys know I love showing my results, okay? I love showing results because these are from real people. This stuff actually does happen, okay? Tammy, let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in. There we go. Tammy, she made well over 1K before the weekend even started. You can see she said it right here from her reselling business. Jesse, this is insane. Jesse made 13K in 1 month. $13,000 in 1 month. You guys can see. Here's the screenshot of it, and he just sent me this on a random Wednesday, I think it was. He said, I had zero knowledge, and I'm making this a month. That's how we do it, guys. And then Naria made over 1K in just 2 days from her reselling business, and she is printing. Others are winning in their reselling business. That means you can too. And with that being said, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button down below. Follow me on Instagram at raf.resells. I'll put the link down below as well. And guys, leave a comment. It really does help me out. I just want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below if this was helpful and pretty much just what helped you guys out the most throughout the video. And if you guys want more videos like this, if you guys do, please let me know. Your guys' wish is my command. I got you guys 1,000,000%, okay? If you guys need more help with this specific thing or that specific thing, let me know and I got you guys. So genuinely, to you watching this video, I love you. I want you to go kill it out there. I want you to make a ton of money. Make me proud, man. Make me proud. And text me. Show me. DM me your guys' results. I want to see you guys making thousands of dollars a month from this reselling business. Genuinely, I do. And I know you guys can do it. So, with that being said, once again, love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to keep that in. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.